Okay, great. So I guess we get started, and welcome to everybody who's able to make it. And I understand that today is a day off for many people in certain regions, so I won't take up much of your time this morning. And the truth is that what I'm going to show you is actually so simple that it's only going to take a few minutes, but I believe to be quite a powerful solution. So introducing Enterpryze Customer One. So the platform itself, as we launched back in March, has actually expanded quite considerably. And now we have a number of different solutions for different businesses. We've Enterpryze Micro One, which is a single app, multi-user application for really micro organizations, the informal business market. And this solution is being delivered in partnership with banks and telcos globally. And it's a great way for us to promote SAP Business One to thousands of companies around the world. Enterpryze Mobile One is for those companies that have sort of expanded a little bit more, but still want a true born-in-the-cloud application. Again, completely powered by SAP Business One and enabling these companies to leverage the power of operationally focused applications rather than compliance, the traditional bookkeeping style solutions. And then the product you all know and have supported us so well on over the last 6 months, SAP Business One, the solution for Business One itself. So what we've done now is taken that platform and our mission to democratize SAP Business One even further and created two new offerings, Customer One and Omnichannel One. Now, Omnichannel One is a solution that we will show you later on in this series of webinars, but Enterprise Customer One is in essence a self-service solution powered by the same platform. And each of those, each customer is going to be capable of managing their support calls and activities, view their quotes or orders. There's an approval engine coming for quotes and orders to allow customers to create those transactions and for somebody in Enterprise to approve them. They can review invoices, and you can also control transaction by transaction what gets published and posted onto Customer One. So let me give you a little look at how the solution works. And again, as I mentioned, it's really, really simple. Finding the web page probably is the hardest part. So here's Enterprise itself. And as you can see on the left-hand side, you're all familiar with the fact that Enterprise in its own right is a multi-company scenario. And that's something I want to show you a little later on. But within Enterprise, in company B here, for example, I can go into my 360 screen, and from my 360 screen, I can select my business partners, the companies that I work with. And as all great chefs have, I have one I prepared earlier. So if I select one-time customer, we can go in and see how we can approve and disapprove a particular user. So what we can do here, and let me just show it to you in a company where we haven't registered. Very simply, we can go into one-time customer. We can drill in on that customer. And what I can do is simply create Customer One account. So all I have to do to invite a customer to our online portal is click this button. From there, we're going to send an email automatically to this particular user in this particular organization. And once they get that email, they simply create an account for themselves on Enterprise. Once that's done and they log into Enterprise themselves, they're presented with this simple interface. And what they can do here is they can see all of their various different service calls. They can drill in on those service calls. They can see the related activities on those service calls. They can create an activity against that service call. So still broken, for example, and they can say, after the visit, the printer is still broken. And they can save that. That now gets posted into Enterprise, onto the platform, and directly into Business One. They can also, through the service module, create a new service call. So if they also have a problem with their server, They can simply create a brand new service call, and that service call will automatically go into Enterprise. What they can also do is review their sales quotes, their sales orders, and their sales invoices. We also have the ability for them to view and manage their own account details, so they can create new contacts and they can create new addresses if they want to. And just to show you, because I know the first concern everybody has is all of the information that you potentially are showing to your customer. What I can do within Enterprise, first of all in my settings, is I can go into the Customer One tab and I can define and enable initially Customer One, and then I can enable all of the various different individual functions. I can have a default visibility, so is it going to be hidden or visible? Define the queue, for example, that we want to post it into in SAP, the handled by user if we want to default handled by user. But we can also hide any transactions that may be before you decided to publish the transactions. We can do the same with activities, quotes, orders, and invoices, all independently. So you have full control over what's visible or not. The other nice function here is within the service module, I can also go into Company B, for example, and call up my service calls. And transaction by transaction, I can actually click this I. And if I tick that box, the transaction is no longer visible on Customer One. And I have the same ability to do that with the related activities. So I can go in here and say, actually hide that one and hide that one because they don't really relate to the customer. And then when I go into Enterprise Customer One and I have a look, the service call is no longer visible. So service call number 22 has disappeared. So that's, in essence, the simplicity of the solution. Now, where it starts to get clever is when I am also a customer of a different supplier who are also using Enterprise. And if I get an invitation from company A as opposed to company B, it already knows, because of my email address, that I'm actually a customer of both of these suppliers. So when I go into Enterprise, I can see two different organizations. So now I'm able to view the transactions in company A, and I have no service calls, but I do have sales transactions. So as we build the ecosystem further and further, more and more of the same suppliers for that customer will appear on this list down the left-hand side. And last but not least, let me just show you that it is available in multiple languages. And with the support of the partner community, we can convert that into as many languages as we need. We also have an about page, which allows us to show the customers what it is Enterprise and SAP Business One are trying to do. And I think that this is a very powerful message for the customer, who can then show that they are using the best of breed ERP solutions to run their business, but also for us as SAP Business One partners to help promote the solution to our customer's customer. So that in essence is Customer One and the ability for us to fully democratize the solution out to our customers. We have a whole roadmap of functionality planned for this solution. And I think one of the things that's truly disruptive about it is the price point. So from here, we're going to be able to offer this solution to your customer's customer for 40 cents per company per month. So very, very low price point to ensure that we get a high rate of adoption into the market. So that in essence is the solution. But obviously drop me an email at any stage if you like to in the future, and I can bring you through the solution in more detail, or anybody on the Enterprise team can do the same. I wish everybody a great day. Thank you very much.